It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go from Nashville. He'll begin his return from the 11. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Steady! Steady!
First give of the game here to the former Cincinnati Bearcats. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Ward now on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now Rourke to throw. Cut out left. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
First carry here for Jordan James. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
That'll be the 1st and more. Racing down the left side. To the house, for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You're playing tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't bring them down.
So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Return starts at the 9. Things going well so far. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
At their own 36-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Rourke from the gun. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the 49er first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They've got a man in motion. Now run, James. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Shotgun now for Rourke. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the pistol, Rourke. Look at that power, deep left side. This is brought in at the 15. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Didn't saw the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Rourke out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's Ward to throw. Complete left side. It's just long. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
As his target, that's Savion Williams. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Titans have a 1st.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Here we go. Let's go.
Again, Ward going to the air. Hits him on the out route. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Hawk 70.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get 6 more on their early advantage. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. That's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans drive their lead to 11.
49ers 3.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Starting from the 5. And And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Running with James. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
Going to the ground again on first. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
60, vice.
And they just get the play off. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Back to throw, Rourke. Got his man, Watkins has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready? Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Here's a give inside to James. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Rourke looking to pass. Ooh, it would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
To the air on 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Has this at the 6.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Titans to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Ward off the play fake. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Ward. Completes this one to Gray. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it at the 30. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Let's go now.
Now Ward. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Picked up by the 49ers. The 30. Gets the 10. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Buying some time right. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Okay.
49ers into the dime defensively. 3rd down.
Ready. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
This will be grabbed at the 5. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They give left side to James. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Set. Go.
Carry here for James. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Now with James. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18. Check out.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And the last time he kicked it, it was taken back for 6. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6.
Shotgun snap down to Ward. He's out near midfield and it's on the turf. Ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. And a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
This is James. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Play action with Rourke. He's still going at the 30. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch. and that quarterback will find you again.
They run. It's James. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Running this with James. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60 back.
To the air, here's Rourke. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. First time this game they've looked to him. And that will bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to give them the lead.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Let's go now.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First down now, ball at the 33. Rourke to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. We'll get it inside the red zone at the 15 after that interception and return.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Work out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lasers this one deep down the middle. It connects on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Man in motion here. They'll run here on 1st down. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
19.
Shotgun now for Rourke. Finds the in route, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, they'll run. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Robinson. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Rourke from the gun. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Rourke. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, They really want their chance, and they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the 49ers push the lead to 2 scores now. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra... blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
No luck finding his receiver that time, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Rourke looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the pistol, Rourke. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, a get to Robinson. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw here, third down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Hunter on the inside give. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. Ward. He finds Tigger Conquo for the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Buys time, rolling right. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. No run, James. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now Rourke to throw. Screen play here for James. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Third and 4 coming up now. To throw, Rourke. Got his man. Watkins has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
Rourke looking to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Play fake. It's Rourke. And the Titans rush is going to win this round. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Titans sending out some nickel coverage here. Third down. Third and long for him here. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Hunter. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Hunter on second down. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Cougar 19. Let's go now. 77 Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
To the air with Ward. He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a fourth-quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans jump in front now by 5. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Rourke. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. He's looking for Jordan Watkins that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 26. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. And a 49.
Running with James. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. To the air, here's Rourke. Complete out to the right. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. And center receiver left. And off on the pistol. It's James. Now, this is a part of why they find themselves trailing here in the 4th, Brock. Another tough carry for him as he's taken down for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Rourke out of the shotgun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field. So just like that, Brock, a very nice drive ends in a whimper from that offense and a real roar from the defense, who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said enough.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. 49ers facing a 5-point deficit. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. There's a give inside to James. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Robinson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Carry here for James. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only 1 yard there. Back-to-back stops and decision time now on 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time. One of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Exactly 60 seconds available to them in regulation. And 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Third down, Niners going with some dime coverage here.
Ready?
Here he is to throw. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far.
60 Maverick. Tag. 70 Lions. Ready.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And it forced it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Here's a design run. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Nashville.